Okay.
Okay, we're back on the couch again. Or should I say tonight or today's a little bit different because
Yes.
we can't do a live event tonight, so we thought we'd record it. What is it, about 1 o'clock, is it?
12:30.
12:30, lunchtime.
Yeah.
So yeah, we because look, I've had a few radio interviews today.
Yes. Had one this morning and another one this afternoon, soon as we finish this.
And then after that, I've got to head down to Melbourne to do a talk down there for a local prospecting club. So
For PMAV Melbourne.
Yeah. So that will be fun, just to catch up with some people again and
Popular man today.
Yeah, seem to be. Yeah.
So you were on
3AW.
3AW this morning.
And then this afternoon, I'm on a Queensland radio channel. It's apparently one of their sister companies down up there. So,
It seems to be the hot topic of gold price at the moment.
Well, that's what it's all about. Everyone's, talking gold at the moment.
And what a better man of the gold world than you.
Yeah. I couldn't sleep last night. I got up at 3:30 just to check the gold price.
No.
Anyway, it's just going up and up. But we'll talk about that a bit later on.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay, the giveaway.
Yes. Where did all our giveaways go?
I took them there because it was looking just a bit messy, and I was knocking them off the thing. And so what would you like to give away?
Let's go with snake bite kit today. I reckon that's a good one.
It is. Talking snakes, they're out. I know someone that recently just saw a red belly black.
Ooh.
Yeah. I don't like any snakes, but yeah.
So all you've got to do to win the snake bite kit is comment snake.
Snake. Okay. Tonight's topics.
Yes. So we'll go through our newsletter, new stock. We've got some new updates, some new things in the works.
We've got some really exciting news coming up tonight, and probably next week we'll probably announce some big news too.
And then we've got customer finds, videos from Slaty Creek.
Oh yeah, I love that spot.
We had a good day out yesterday filming, didn't we?
We did. Done a few Ks travelling around the place, didn't we?
Yeah, where did we go? Dalesford, Slaty Creek.
Near Ballaradish, I suppose, Narina.
Yeah.
We're all over the place. But that was a fun 4 hours, wasn't it?
Yeah,
that was
excited
good.
to share it with you all.
Yeah, that was good. Good day for it too. Didn't rain, that was the main thing.
Yes. And then the topic of the night is how to look after your detector.
Yeah, how to, I suppose, look after it. And, it is a working bit of equipment and you do need to look after it a bit. Yeah. I've had one of my detectors run over by the car and it still worked. But, I suppose, just don't throw it in the ute and drive off and let it rattle around the back. But we'll talk about that later on.
And then some other exciting news we've got.
This is really exciting.
Yes, so we're now offering Studio 19 rentals. So it's a try before you buy system, but at the end of it, you can just rent out the machine for the period of the time, and at the end of that time, you can either hand it back or you can buy the remaining amount left on it.
Great idea. They've actually approached us and said, would you like to do it? And I think it's going to be really good.
So it's very hot off the press. Mum just had a meeting yesterday. So if you're interested, pop into the shop, give us a call, send us an email, Facebook, whatever way, get in touch with us and we can share some more information. But what I do have for you now is there's no upfront purchase cost, only low monthly payments. Try the equipment before deciding to buy. Return any time after the minimum rental period, or apply to buy at any time, even just after 1 day. So there's no hidden costs or ongoing fees. What else do I have here? There's the optional to add in a protection plan as well, so it will cover you for damage, theft, fire.
Okay, wow.
And over 130,000 Australians are already using this Studio 19 rentals. So I think that's a great idea. You get to use the machine, go out, find gold while you're paying it off.
and you don't need much gold to pay it off.
Yeah,
The
not at this price.
It's crazy.
So I'll do a section in one of our future newsletters in a couple of weeks, and we can talk a bit more about that as well.
Okay.
And
yeah, it's pretty new to us, but yeah, we're getting our heads around it, and
yes.
no, it'll be
great
really
opportunity for everyone out there who wants, say, a 6,000, 7,000 machine and can't quite afford it.
And pay it off.
Yeah.
All right. The top 5 best sellers.
Yes. So this week we've got the Pay Dirt 300 grams at number 1. Yeah. Pay Dirt's been flying off the shelves this past week.
I made up a heap of bags.
Yeah, for the 4x4
show. Sold a few down there, but I bought a heap back, put them in the shelves. They're all gone. There must have been 20 of them, I reckon.
Yeah, because we had a huge display at 4x4.
Yeah.
So you better get making again.
Yeah, but the way the gold price is going too,
can't blame them.
Might have to change that price a little bit. But yeah, I haven't seen this, but yeah, the Made for Muffs hats is still going well. It's number 2.
Yeah.
The Nugget Ned sniffer bottles. Yeah, you need a sniffer bottle when you're panning, that's for sure. The MindLab GPX power leads. So that would be probably the 5-pin, I would say.
Yeah, 5-pin.
5-pin, yeah. And the plastic droppers, you can never have enough of them.
So to me, it looks like people are out there panning. 3 out of the 5 are all related to panning.
Or 4, actually. The dropper, the sniffer bottle, the pan, and the Pay Dirt there.
That's a hat.
It is a hat. I can see the holes in it. Yeah, we'll move on. Okay.
All right, the hot topic, gold price. So I took this at 12 o'clock on the dot, 177.6.
Yeah, well, I just looked at it just before, and it was 177.80.
Ooh,
so it's jumped up another 40 cents.
Wow.
Yeah, because I wrote it down there. So per ounce, it's 5,530.
Mm-hmm.
And an ounce of gold is basically, a centimetre and a half square, probably by about 5 mil high. It weighs very heavy, but it's just going up and up and up.
177.88 is the live price now.
That's going up. Yeah. But, like 10 cents might not sound a lot per gram. But over a large amount, it can add up, pay for a tank of petrol. But the way it's going, be able to buy the car to go with it. But the reason it's going up, like I said on the radio this morning, is because there's a lot of uncertainty in the world, a lot.
Yeah.
Investors don't know whether to put their money into shares. Even though the shares are going all right at the moment, they're saying that it's going to burst, and no one really knows, and this I'm no expert by any means to do with shares, but this is just what I'm reading, and a lot of people are selling shares and they're putting into the safe haven, which is gold and silver. And you get on any of the social media platforms and it's all about gold. Like it's just crazy, and they're talking $10,000, $15,000 an ounce. Like at the moment it's 5.5. Imagine if it gets to $10,000 an ounce. There'll be people out there panning. It's
going to be a mad world at that price.
There'll be poachers everywhere on private property, unfortunately, and on gold leases in WA. And
you think gold fever greed's bad at the moment? Wait till then.
But I had a tour on Saturday at Slaty Creek at Creswick, and there was high bankers in the creek. There was people panning, there was people detecting, there was people everywhere.
Wow.
It's I even got excited yesterday afternoon and went out detecting for half the day, and I got, was it 6 little bits?
Yeah, 6 pieces, you said.
Yeah, 5 little nuggets and a little bit of quartz that's got gold in it, but I can't even see it. So it's in there somewhere. I'll have to hit it with the hammer a bit later on. But that's why the gold price is going high, because there's just too much uncertainty in the world, and people are going to the safe haven, which is gold and silver.
Yeah.
I saw somewhere where someone bought $5 million worth of silver, but they don't know who's bought it, whether it's and the banks are buying it. There's someone knows
Real
something.
Demand for
There
it.
is, it is. So that's it. But if you've got any spare cash, I'd be buying a bit of gold. But
keeping your finds for the moment.
I
do have a bit more of I did an article in the newsletter this week on gold price and some of the reasons why it's gone up too. So we'll talk about that a bit further on.
Yeah, the US talking about resetting their gold price. But anyway, gold of the week.
Yes.
Okay. Which one will we do? We'll do this one.
Wow.
This is one that I've had for probably a year, I'd say, and I don't think I've shown many people.
I don't even know if I need the camera for this one.
But it's, I think 400, I tried to weigh it before, but my scales only go up to 400 grams.
Wow.
So it has got a little bit of stone in it, but as a nugget, this one has everything. It's got the weight, I think it's about 425 off memory.
Yeah.
It's got very solid, it's got shape, it's got character, and it's got purity.
Yeah, it's so beautiful. Piece.
Oh, it's just, any gold's nice, but this one's just stunning, absolutely stunning.
What's that worth at today's gold price, roughly?
I worked it out roughly, because it has got a little bit of stone in there, but roughly about $75,000. That's just crazy, you know.
House deposit.
Yeah, well, it is. Now the government's saying only 5% you need to buy a house, but just absolutely stunning. Yeah. People are going to probably ask, where was it found? Look, when I purchased gold, I don't actually ask the prospector where they found it, because it's sort of none of my business, you know. If they want to tell me, they tell me, but if they don't, they don't. But absolutely stunning, that bit. Yeah, I could look at it all day.
Yeah.
Or any gold I could look at all day. Yeah. So that's the gold of the week.
Nice. Did you say what state it was?
I think I put it on the XRF machine. It's definitely Victorian.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely Victorian. Because I think it come in at 97 point something % purity.
Yeah. And how long ago was it found?
I didn't ask.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's the thing, you know, like even with the gold price going high, you know, you can get too greedy.
Yeah.
And you're better off to make $1 than to lose $1, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'd say a lot of people will be hanging out wanting it to get to $200 a gram, but it might not get there.
Yeah.
You know?
It can drop just as fast.
It does, yeah. If we all had a crystal ball,
be millionaires.
we would be millionaires. So that's the gold of the week.
And how about the relics of the week?
This is a cool one. I don't know if it's been off a game or that, but it's a lead horse with a rider on it. Now, I remember a bloke told me once about horses, pictures and that. The earlier the picture or the shape of the horse, they had a longer neck, really long neck.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's probably I'd say it's probably off a game, because it's probably sat down like that. But it's made of lead. A while ago, I showed some other lead toys, which was the boat there, or the ship. You know, and I was thinking before, it's marvellous that they bought out toys made of lead. You can imagine the little kids and that sucking on them, and you know, then they get lead poisoning. It's how things change. But yeah, that's a relic of the week. It's pretty. It's about to break if I keep moving it, being a soft material. But yeah, look, I like to find things like that. Yeah, you know, just as much as finding a gold nugget.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tells a bit of a story.
It could tell a bit of a story. Yeah. Yeah. So that was the relic of the week. Okay, we've got a vid now of Slaty Creek.
Yes, campground number 1.
Number 1. Okay. Yeah, it's Darren here. We're actually at Slaty Creek, the #1 picnic ground. And as you can see, there's a lot of water. I was out here on the weekend and there was high bankers, there was detectors, there was panners, a lot of people were here. And there's some good specs in this creek. But yeah, she's flowing. You can see the duck up there. There's some people here. There's a gazebo there and there's toilets over the back too. But nice spot to come panning. So if you're around the Creswick area, come out here and have a look. Oh, what a lovely spot that is, yeah. Slaty Creek. Look, I spent a lot of time there in my teenage days. I had motorbikes as a teenager, and I never used to like riding on the tracks there, but I would go cross country in the bush looking for old miners' huts and pub sites and that. So
yeah. Yesterday we were driving along and you're like, there's a kangaroo pub there, there's this pub there.
Yeah.
The old miner's hut just there.
And you wouldn't know it, would you?
No.
Unless, yeah. But yeah, just a pretty place. And for people that haven't been there, it's free camping. There's 3 camping spots. #1, which has the toilet and gazebo.
Yep.
There's #2, which is basically just a flat area. And then there's #3, which is another flat area. But they're all alongside that beautiful creek, nice and clear.
How beautiful when it's flowing too.
Oh, yeah. I remember one year they had that much water flowing down there, it washed the concrete ford away, but that's another story. But yeah, just a nice area to just go out and walk around, you know. It was really nice. Yeah.
So to continue on our gold price conversation we were having earlier, so some of the reasons people are speculating it's going up is because of the interest rates in the US. So
when are they?
September the 17th, next decision is.
Okay.
So that's next Wednesday.
Okay.
So they're speculating whether the interest rates go up or down. Either way, it will cause gold price to go up.
Yeah.
The central bank demand, because countries like China are buying up big.
Yep.
And then the safe haven appeal, which we've spoken about previously with all the volatility going on in the world and the wars. But one thing I did find interesting was they've reported that there's 61 active global country conflicts.
61?
So 61 countries have conflicts at the moment. And that's the most reported since 1946.
Yeah. And I said to Mum yesterday, I said, you know, it's great that the gold price is going up, but on the other hand, it's not, because there's a lot of uncertainty in the world.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. So it's good on one hand, bad on the other.
Yeah. Like everything, you get the good in the bad, don't you?
You do, yeah. Concentrate on the good.
All right, so customer find of the week. I don't believe you've seen this
No, I haven't.
yet.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's not it there,
Ah.
the photo. You can check it out on my screen.
Okay.
So it's a Goshenite. Am I saying that correctly?
A what?
Goshenite. Let me read my script. So, yeah, one of our customers discovered this. It's a clear gem quality piece of Goshenite. So Goshenite is a colourless form of beryl, the same family as emerald and aquamarine. So while it's not as valuable as some of its more colourful cousins, if you still get a clean cuttable piece, it can be worth a few dollars per carat.
Okay, wow. So it's like a clear quartz, is it? Don't know.
Yeah, like a gemstone.
Yeah, I don't know a lot about gemstones. Look, I've probably walked over thousands of dollars worth of good quality gemstones in WA, but yeah.
I love it. Like,
cool.
Look at how it just lights up in that UV photo.
Yeah, you put it.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Wow, unreal. Do you know what state it was found?
I'm assuming it was Victoria, but I can't be certain. But from what I was reading, it's very rare to find it in the gold fields.
Okay.
So whether they were panning or detecting, I'm not sure.
Yeah. We still sell that good book in the shop.
Gemstones of Victoria.
Yeah, that's a really good book. We sell heaps of them.
Yeah.
Very good.
All right, product of the week. All new Blue Roll Vortex Pro.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
So this has a faster flow for finer gold recovery, built-in leg kit, and it's a leg leveling kit as well, so you can put it on any size bucket and the legs extend and shorten.
Yeah.
So it will fit your standard Bunnings bucket, your standard laundry bucket, and so on. And then you can level it as well with those. It's got the plumbing already fitted.
It's a high one, I see. It's not like the standard one that was only about that high.
Yeah, it's got a lot more depth
to it. Yeah.
And it's designed so it won't overflow. So at the top of it, there's a bit of a rim where when the water gets up, it kind of pushes it back in.
Okay.
Aussie made.
Oh, wow. Yep, good.
Printed with 3D precision.
Yeah.
And then you can add the pump and the hose for an extra $60.
Yeah. So the bowl is worth $199.
Yes.
With the legs and the kit.
Yep.
And then for an extra $60, you can get the plumbing works, the pump and the hose and that. Okay. Yep. So yeah, that's only just over a gram of gold. That's how I talk nowadays. Someone will say, "Oh, it's $180." I'll say that's only a gram of gold.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Yeah. Okay. Very good.
Tip of the week.
Yeah. Wow. Can you read that one?
Yep. Carry a small salt shaker in your kit. A sprinkle of salt helps remove leeches if they latch onto you while you're near creeks or damp ground.
Yeah.
Way easier and faster than trying to pull them off.
Yeah, I've heard of, I don't think I've ever had a leech on me, have you?
No.
It's a wonder. But I know I've heard of people burning them off with cigarette lighters and that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so salt, yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, and I imagine when you're out panning and sniping, it's quite more common.
Yeah. I don't think they're in running water. I think they're in stagnant water.
Okay.
Yeah. But like I said, I've never had one on me. I'm surprised because I've jumped into dams before, swimming and, and panning. I've done a lot of panning early days as a teenager. So, yeah.
Let us know in the comments if you've had a leech before and what you did to get it off. Did you burn it off or did you use the salt trick or just rip it off?
Yeah. Very good.
All right, our boot camps. So 2-day boot camps are still booked out. 20th of September, one's coming up quickly though, isn't it?
That is.
That's next weekend, is it?
Is it next?
Yeah, next Saturday.
Oh, wow. That's up at Inglewood.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, be interesting.
Yes, and then we've still got availability on the 18th of October, 3-day boot camp at
Moon and Bell.
Moon and Bell.
Yeah, what we're going to call it?
I always call it Moon and Bull.
Moon and Bull. Yeah, Moon and Bell.
Moon and Bell.
Yeah.
And then 5 days at Talbot, we've got availability on the 17th of November.
Yeah, I like Talbot. Good spot.
Talbot Market's on next weekend.
Is it? You going to it?
I'd like to, if I can drag Sam along.
Okay. Scan the QR code to join the newsletter for the $50 competition for the photos.
And another thing, on the Lucky Strike Gold Facebook group, if you're not in that already, do sign up. And we've just launched in there, if you post your gold photos, that'll just automatically go into the entry for us to put in the newsletter, share on the live.
Yeah.
Because we just love seeing our finds and it's so inspirational and each gold is so different, so unique. The relics.
Everything's different, isn't it?
That gemstone we just looked at.
Oh, yeah. It was cool, that, wasn't it? Yeah, very cool. Oh, another vid on Slaty Creek.
Yes, we'll jump over to that.
Yeah, out at Slaty Creek at the moment. When you're looking for gold too, on the inside, because the creek comes down and it swings around to the left, on the inside of the bends is a good place to look for gold because it gets sucked in on that corner. So that's where I would be looking for gold. And look, someone's got gold just in the creek there because there's a pile of rocks stacked up and they've marked their spot and you can see they've been digging just around that rock.
dead giveaway in that video,
It
wasn't
was.
there?
It's not just, I'm used to seeing people stacking up rocks, especially in WA. They'll find a bit of gold. Early days back in the 80s, people used to put sticks in the holes where they found gold, and then they could see if there was a pattern going up the side of the hill.
Yeah.
But nowadays, a lot of people put rocks, either one rock or a little pile of rocks on where they found the gold, and it's such a giveaway.
It's crazy being out in the goldfields with you because you have such an eagle eye for anything that's slightly out of the normal. Like, it could just be a bottle cap is positioned somewhere.
Yeah. That's what my mum used to say. She said, your eagle eye. She said, you don't miss nothing. And you've got to, when you're prospecting, you've got to be looking for different things and signs and, rakings and chaining and different vegetation. And it's, And I noticed yesterday when we were out filming, I think you were more interested in what I was saying and talking about because you're learning a lot, about.
Exactly.
I remember me WA tours, Josh, who used to help me out on the tours, he first come as a customer and he said, I want to help you out. And I said, why? And he said, well, I want to learn things. Yeah. And he picked it up like that. He's a really good operator now. And
shout out to Josh, who was watching last week on the live.
Okay. So. Hey, Josh, have to come over, or we'll come over and see you one day. He lives in Adelaide, but top bloke.
Yes, he was good.
Top bloke. Okay.
Topic of the night, how to look after your detector and keep it in its top performance.
Okay. Well, I'll start down the bottom first on the coil. Look, regularly check, this is something basic, but some people don't do it. Regularly check your skid plate to make sure it hasn't worn through and then is wearing through the coil.
Yep.
Because it's a lot cheaper to replace the skid plate than to replace the coil.
Yeah, 20, $30 rather than a few hundred.
Yeah, and if there's a hole in it and you're putting it underwater or something, you could be in a bit of trouble.
Yes.
And you don't want to be out in the goldfields and then something like that happens.
Exactly.
So look, replace your skid plate. When you put a new skid plate on there, put a bit of tape around it. And the tape around the skid plate and the coil is so that the dust doesn't get between the skid plate and the coil. Because if you're in WA and you've got that fine red dust, don't ask me how, but it tends to get in between the skid plate and the coil. If you don't change it for a couple of years, it builds up, and as you swing, that fine dirt will move and your machine's playing up a little bit. So, just clean that out.
Yeah.
Then what I would suggest is have a good paintbrush, a good soft paintbrush, and just dust around the control box, around the buttons and that, around the speaker, that type of thing. Good idea to have a cover on it, a padded cover on the control box and the screen. And there's a couple of reasons for that, is because you might say, well, look, detecting's not for me. I want to sell my detector. And if it's in a lot better condition than one that hasn't been protected, you will get more money for it. Yeah. It'll be easier to sell. I suppose there's a couple of don'ts. Don't throw it in the ute and go driving around our Victorian roads because they're shocking.
One product I love for this is our hard cases.
Yes.
So we've got two sizes, a large and an extra large, or a medium and a large.
Yeah.
And they're great because they're hard cover. You can tie them to your roof. You can put them in the back seat, back ute.
Back of the ute.
And it's got padded foam and it has a hard shell.
It protects it.
If you accidentally sit something on top of it, it's not going to break it. You can store it easily in your shed.
Yeah. Another thing, I've seen people they'll go along, get a noise, and they'll just basically drop the detector to dig up the target. They get excited, just put it down on the ground, nice and gradual. Because, the newer machines are lighter than the older machines, and you just look after your equipment.
Yeah.
It's Yeah, but what's common sense to you and me might not be common sense to someone else.
Yeah.
You know? I remember early days, a bloke who I knew that he had a prospecting shop actually, and he was a prospector. He said he walked up a hill one day. Now this was in the 80s. Walked up this big hill. He gets to the top of the hill, and there was a Garrett Deep Seeker smashed in 100 pieces. And I've seen that firsthand too, where I was doing some training. This was early days for another company, and I saw this bloke take his backpack off and he threw the detector on the ground. I went over and helped him out, and I think it was about an hour later, I saw him spit the dummy again, and he grabbed the detector and he hit the tree with the coil, and he called me over and he said, the detector's not working. I said, no wonder, look at the coil.
No shit.
You know, just look after your equipment. Like if you've got no patience, it might not be the hobby for you. You know, there'll be times where you can't do things wrong and you find a lot of gold, and there'll be times there where it's hard, you know. If it was easy at the prices it is, we'd all be out there detecting.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, there's a reason it's 5,500 an ounce. So.
What about the batteries? Like I know you meant to store them in like a cool, dry place.
Yeah.
What about overcharging them? Is that possible if you leave them plugged in for too long?
Not so much with the modern day chargers. The earlier ones, things can happen. Look, when I say I'm running a tour or a training event, as soon as I come home, I put them on charge. They're charged. They're ready for the next time. Yeah. You know, but sometimes I will just double check again. Yeah. There's little things, you know, on the 6,000 batteries, there's two little pins and that there. They build up like a little bit of wax carbon build up. Yeah. And you get a earbud and a bit of alcohol, and not drinking alcohol, but cleaning alcohol, and just give them a bit of a clean. Yeah. You know, it's,
What about, would you leave the battery plugged in for days?
No, I wouldn't. I always take my batteries out. Yeah. Recently, Brad from MindLab was telling me the story that he went to grab his GPS that he hadn't used for a while, and I did the same thing. And I grabbed the GPS, took the cover off, and of course I'd left me batteries in there, and it corroded up the GPS, unfortunately. Yeah. So, and that's with the earlier detectors back in the 80s. They used the 9-volt batteries and other batteries. Yeah. And if you left them in there and never used it,
that's not something you really think about, is it?
No, it wrecked your machine. It's like a torch, you know, you go to grab the torch, it doesn't work, you undo the back of it and all the batteries are corroded. Yeah. Yeah. And they say that the older, the newer batteries don't do it. Yeah, they do. Yeah. They do. So yeah, look, there's probably a few other things to look after your detector that I haven't talked about, but yeah, they're just the things that come to mind.
Yeah. Drying it off after it gets wet.
Yeah, look, I don't like to go out in the rain. You know, early days back in the 80s, I used to put a garbage bag around the control box, but nothing would stop me back then. You know, I was out, rain, hail, thunderstorms, you know, nothing would stop me. If I was on the gold, I would just keep going and going and going. Yeah. But, yeah, I can't think of anything else really. I'm sure the viewers will, say do this and do that. But, yeah. Now, like I said, this is being recorded for tonight, but you'll be answering questions tonight. So, yeah.
Got anything, chuck it in the comments.
Chuck it in the comments. And if you don't know, I'll get back to you tomorrow or later on tonight and answer it.
Sounds good.
Yeah, but yeah, just please look after your equipment. And it's not just your detector, it's your pick. And I've talked about this before. If you go to WA prospecting, and that sun can be pretty ferocious, you know, when you come home, just give your pick a light sand, bit of linseed oil, and it protects that, you know. Yeah. All right, I think that's about it on the looking after your equipment.
Yes, we got our last video for the night of Slaty Creek again.
Oh, Slaty Creek again. Yeah, it's Darren here out at Slaty Creek, out at Creswick. Look, I see a lot of people out here panning and metal detecting, but when I see people panning, they're just grabbing the top gravel. Gold being heavy goes down to the bottom and it will sit on that orangey red clay around here, and even detecting, you know, to pick up a nugget on that type of scenario on the gravel, it's going to have to be a fairly large nugget because that gravel is probably that deep. So you're sort of wasting your time on the gravel here. You need to get up on the sides of the hills and get in that red orangey clay.
A few little tips there.
A few tips, yeah. Look, and I see a lot of people there detecting and they're on the gravel in the creek, and it, you know, it's got to be something quite large to pick it up down at 3 foot.
Yeah.
But most of your gold, whether you're panning or detecting there, it's on that orangey red clay. And when you drive around that area, I think we've got another video, haven't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. Most of the gold is in that orangey red clay.
Yeah.
Yeah. People think, oh, there's no gravel on the clay, but there's gold.
Yeah.
It's like a magnet to gold. Yeah.
Perfect. Well, I think that's all we had for tonight.
Okay.
So I will check the comments tonight and work out a winner for the snakebite kit.
Okay. I've got to get ready for this radio interview in Queensland, I believe it is.
20 minutes and you're on.
Okay. Okay, guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch
See
you
you
up
next Tuesday.
We will.